Okay, so we're going to dive into something pretty wild today.
Okay.
Yeah, this Conor McGregor case, right?
Yeah.
Like
It-
on the surface,
yeah.
another celebrity thing, right?
Right.
But it's really not,
It's not.
because there are some pretty huge legal issues kind of tangled up in all this.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, most people know Conor McGregor, right? The fighter.
Yeah, of course.
And you probably know, like, at least vaguely, that there was this civil case.
Right.
Stemming from, well, a really serious allegation back in 2018. But we're not going to,
Get into that.
relitigate all of that today.
Right.
What's interesting here, and this is why we're doing this deep dive,
Yeah.
is the outcome. And particularly the financial and legal kind of fallout.
Absolutely. The aftermath.
Yeah, and to help us unpack all of this, I've got, an expert here
Happy to be here.
who can really, walk us through what happened and what it all means.
Yeah, I think what's really got everyone talking about this case is not so much the actual verdict, which, by the way, McGregor lost.
You do.
But it's the how the costs were handled.
Right.
That's where things get kind of,
Weird.
Yeah.
So let's break that down.
Oh.
The judge said, McGregor, you're paying Nikita Hand, the plaintiff, a lot of money.
Yeah.
$1.25 million
For legal fees.
for her legal fees.
Right.
And then another £210,000 in damages.
So we're talking about over 1.75 million.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. And that's what's unusual.
So help me understand that.
Sure.
Like, even if you win a case like this,
Right.
you don't usually.
You might get some of your legal fees covered,
Right.
but full recovery.
Yeah.
Like every penny. It's rare.
So what do you think?
Well, we can't know for sure what's in the judge's mind.
Right.
But to me, it could be a sign
Right.
of how courts are going to start dealing with these cases.
Okay.
You've got a high-profile person, serious allegations.
Mhm.
Maybe the courts are saying, look, if you're going to fight this hard and lose, you're going to pay the price.
The full price.
Exactly.
And I've seen some people saying this is like a good thing, right?
Yeah.
It'll deter this kind of behavior.
Right.
But then,
The other side of that is
yeah.
it might scare people off from coming forward at all.
Right. Because what if you don't win?
Exactly. Then you're stuck with a huge bill.
So it's kind of like a,
Yeah, it's a trickle situation.
yeah. And that's what makes this so like,
It's such a fascinating case.
yeah, exactly.
Because it raises all these questions.
And then, we can't forget about McGregor's response.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Attacking the court, the jury.
And social media, talk about not helping your case.
And that's where,
Contempt of court.
right, contempt of court.
It's a real thing.
It is.
Because think about it.
Yeah.
What if everyone who lost a case just started bashing the judge online?
Yeah, the whole system would,
It'd fall apart.
yeah.
Could McGregor actually...
Oh, he could face more consequences for that outburst. Absolutely.
Like what?
A big fine, most likely. But there's another piece of this that I think is, super interesting,
Okay.
James Lawrence.
McGregor's friend.
Right.
Yeah. So Miss Hand, she also accused Lawrence of assault.
She did.
Yep.
She lost that part of the case.
What happened there?
Well, this is what's really strange. Even though she lost against Lawrence,
Yeah.
she doesn't have to pay his legal fees.
Wait, hold on. How does that even work? If you lose,
I know, right?
then you have to cover some of that?
You'd think so, but
So what's the deal?
the judge pointed to something called a shared defense strategy.
Okay.
And the fact that McGregor was paying for everything
For both of them.
for both of their defenses. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Right.
kind of like,
Oh.
say you and I are building a house together.
Okay.
Even if you're the one who messed up the roof,
Yeah?
we might both chip in to fix it
No,
because
we're a team.
we're a team, right?
So the judge is seeing McGregor and Lawrence
It's
as,
like a united front.
and that's why she didn't make Mrs. Hand fine.
Exactly.
Pay for Lawrence's costs.
The judge basically said, look,
Mhm.
McGregor's funding this whole defense.
Yeah.
It's part of their shared strategy.
Right.
So awarding Lawrence any costs,
That would be unfair.
she called it completely inappropriate.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, this decision on costs,
It's about more than just the money.
oh, absolutely. It's a message.
Yeah. And it's making everyone wonder, like,
Oh, really is a precedent.
could this change how other,
High profile people.
yeah, how they deal with these kind of legal battles?
Especially with serious allegations involved.
Yeah. Will we see more judges doing this?
It's hard to say.
And what about,
But people thinking about coming forward.
yeah, will they be more likely to?
Why
Because,
not get all their costs covered?
but also, what if they're afraid?
What if they lose and get stuck with the bill?
So many questions.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it all plays out.
But one thing's for sure. This is
Not your typical case.
Not at all.
It's going to be interesting to see the long-term impact, for sure.
It definitely makes you think.
It does.
Well, thanks for breaking all of this down.
My pleasure.
This was really helpful.
Glad to hear it.
All right, that's it for our deep dive today.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for listening, everybody.